This morning I'd like to talk to you about 12D field pickup. We have the 12D field family. It's set out. It has been adopted quite substantially across the industry today. Set up. Pickup is just currently commencing into a beta development stage, and I'm just going to run through a few items before I go into a live demo of it. Surveying practice and equipment has dramatically evolved over the last 10 or 20 years. With machine automation, motorised total stations and GPS. Some time ago they were considered by a lot of people in the industry as toys or something in the future. Well, they're actually here now. They're an integral tool for development and construction. And large companies who have particularly taken up the machine control or machine automation side of things have realised the benefits in productivity and costs across their projects. And this technology requires digital design data or digital data in all forms. Surveyors probably the people that have grasped the digital technology earliest. We transfer data backwards and forwards. I don't think I've seen a survey office with too many drafting machines for quite a long time, actually. To add to that, PC development technology, PC tablet technology now provides us with daylight readable screens, which is what we've been waiting for over the years, to be able to have the power that we have on a laptop or our desktops which is out in the field. They're rugged and very powerful, and they actually have the same waterproofing off the shelf as most survey instruments. Historically, transfer of electronic survey data between platforms has been problematic, with diminishing integrity through transfer from one package to another. 12D field in conjunction with 12D model actually negates that. What you see is what you get. So 12D field pickup will provide surveyors and design teams with detailed attribute information without lengthy post-process work back in the office. It is quite a truly remarkable innovation. Next generation of survey data management, 12D field. We already have a lot of users in here, and I think most people here today from the survey background are 12D field set-out users. We came out with version 9. Birds of a feather this afternoon, we'll be going through that and some of the changes that Mick Gunter has made over recent months to that to be incorporated in version 10. And 12D field pickup, which is, as I said, coming into a development stage. Main features, the software, the office software is the field software. What you have on the desktop in the office, you also have in the field. Being a smaller screen, obviously, it would be nice to have a large screen, but because we're working in a hostile environment in Australia particularly, and in other parts of the world, you've got to have a rugged machine that's compact, light. You don't want to carry something around if it's too heavy or low. They're one and the same data and the menu options and the format. Everything is simplistic across 12D field setter and pickup. You have the full functionality in the background of all the 12D model options. You have live positioning on the tablet. So as I keep coming back to it, what you see and where you are in the field, you see on the screen, be it in a detail survey or in a design platform. You can operate and drive motorised total stations. I've got the Leica connected over here. We're connected to most of the instruments in the market at the moment. As people want us to come up with connections to new, we will work towards those given the time that it takes. Just be mindful that connecting up a total station, there is a lot of driving functions in it, and it does take time. Real-time GPS and GNS position live on the screen when using GNS receivers, and there's no data upload or download from any survey equipment. You have it in your hand, and you can take it back to the office, distribute it, or even email, because the tablets that are provided are through PCs. And Pacific Data Systems is outside today. It's a good chance to actually have a look at what is available on the market. And also Topcom, Trimble, and Global POS also have, and CR Chemistry also have tablets on their stand as well. The project cycle, Lee spoke of that in the beginning. That was some conference ago. It still holds very true for surveyors. Existing data can be used with pickup, field data surveys using pickup, concepts set out and visualisation checking it, design set out, utility matching and checking using 12D field set out, construction definitely 12D field set out. It's a very good tool for that. And as-built surveys using pickups and managing the attributes. And 12D, as I said before, reduces the data office manipulation and drafting expenditure. We are, actually surveyors are trying to banish the drafting. 12D field pickup reduces data manipulation, eliminating the need for drafting. In fact, it can be transferred electronically to designers from designers and so forth, and detail and attributes can be visually checked and compared prior to leaving the field. With pickup progressing into the beta development, 12D Solutions has commenced the testing. We're working with Noel and his crew at the Gold Coast project down on the Gold Coast. Bundaberg Regional Council with Lindsay Dexter. Detailed surveys, Noel Burton, most people in the room here probably know Noel. He's doing a lot of the map file generation and testing. In coming months, we'll be working with further partners. One I've spoken to today is BBC, it should be BCC, Peter Murray from Brisbane City Council. I'll just jump into 12D. What I've got here is the main menu. I've been told I'm now pushed for time, so I've created a setup. I've got the instrument over there locked on a prism up the back. We can take measurements today to check. You can see here on the screen we have the instrument that we'll just interrupt, and we'll go back onto lock, and it will go lock back on. The functionality, we can have infrared measurement or reflectless measurement. In some of the new features, guys will see that's coming in 10. There's a much simpler way of setting up your ATR and your lock and so on. We've got lock on there, so I'll just chuck into reflectless and finish that. With 12D Field, we have a code library. It allows us to create things such as trees. There's quite a number of list of items that we've got on the list so far. That's growing as we develop the product. Select that. I'll just drive the instrument across to position of TPS. One nice feature with 12D Field and go to pick up and set it. You can actually say, look, I'm standing over here with that little circle, and the instrument will turn around to that position. So no matter if you're working with a raster in the field, you can actually roughly pick where you are and work from there. If I take a shot with the instrument, it comes up with the type of tree. We duck into the menu, go to billboards, trees, we'll pick, say, tree 2, on the trunk, the menu. For speed, I'll just type it in. The trunk will say 0.5 and diameter. Continue that. The spread. Go for a 10-metre spread on that tree. You can measure that. Yeah, I'm just doing it to speed things up at the moment. And the height, of course. Obviously, as you say, you've got the measurement option down here as well. At the moment, I'm just going for the types. The tree height will make it 15 metres high. And continue that. And you also have the ability to map the root system and provide other comments for further attributes as you go through the survey. Once we continue that, jump into that, and in your perspective view, turn on the model, refresh the screen, and there is the tree drawn. Some of the options that you've got in 12D field pickup, you have station setups. This is also coming in 12D field setout. You have a standard station, the least squares, adjustment station, and a station manual. We have the ability to punch in coordinates for the stations, foresight, backsides, so you can actually traverse it whilst you're doing your pickup surveys. The ability to record, play, and create template surveys. Opcodes, put in attributes. Shapes will be building up in the future, where you can define a curve shape and then just run that along a single string. You can edit the field as you go. You can confirm your distances, so if you're measuring to a pole, you want to add half a metre or a couple hundred yards to get to the centre of the pole, you can add that in. As I said before, you've got the positioning TPS to allow you to turn the instrument to where you're located or where you want to start work from. The joystick, which manually controls the instrument, and obviously the status. You can record a note, which is a voice message onto the survey, and we're working towards, if I'm not telling you, we're working towards photos to be recorded onto points and shots as well. So that's the main list. Back to the codes. If I just run into something like a stormwater pipe created by the invert, give a string name, one, okay, take a measurement. I've got a pipe under that tree over there. Pipe diameter is, say, 2, with a wall thickness of 0.1. Continue. Yes. And I'll just move the instrument if I can. Go with me. Another location. Press continue, and then you can just turn that onto the plan view. You can see the tree also on the plan view. There's the tree. We have the pipe running from the tree, which is a very unusual situation, but that's beautiful. And then you have your pipe sticking out of the tree. Very nice detailed survey. We have other things that we can add on to that as well. For instance, TMR objects. We can do a circular pit on the end of that position. Take the measurement on that circular pit. Comes up with the same information, which you'll be able to either measure the diameter of the pit, or in this case, because we're running out of time, I'll go for a 3 metre pit. Continue. Pit diameter. 3 again. Do a wall thickness of 0.3. Continue. So there you have
one thing just to mention here. You have to imagine, while these shots are being done, Graham's got very scared. Alan was supposed to be down there with this garbage bin, and he's supposed to have that pole, so we could have been measuring this. So Graham is now chickened out, I think, and decided not to have Alan as an assistant. You're going to try and win the box, you're going to risk it? Yes, yes. We'll go out there, Alan. Let's go out in a blaze of glory.
Stick it down there and leave going.
You want to do your 50? What do you want? A round one or a square thing? Which one do you want?
The round.
The round.
Round is the best. Where are you?
This is because you have to risk going with one shot.
Come over here, mate. Stand somewhere away, so plant the pole up a bit.
He's determined to make this crash. Make it
That'll do. Just put the pole up. So no. Squeeze that one out there. I have to be clear. Can't change as if that happened. Change the pole weight to 2.15 gallons. Put that up there, which is quite a normal function. We've gone for reflectless before. We'll just stick it onto your lock, and you'll just actually have to hold that still. And if you hold that close to it, the instrument will now go even free.
A bit of an oversight there.
Just let me. There's family prism on the back, so I'm just going to negate that situation.
It's quite easy on the very back. Shut that prison down.
Now we'll go for you again. Hold still.
Is there a chance of blast Alan with the infrared?
Yes, we're there. We've got it on a circular prism. I should actually change that to a 360-degree prism because it is what we're using, it is what you're supposed to do. We're unlocked. If Alan puts that into the pit there, we can take choose a code, send it to the pit, which is what we've got. It's still running, that's fine. Take a measurement to Alan. Comes up with the pit depth. How deep is the pit, Alan? That's point 3.
You can type it in, or you could take 2 measurements and calculate the diameter for you.
Diameter of the pit, and the wall thickness is about 5 millimeters.
All the things that's set up here, the questions it's asking, that's all used to define. So depending on what you're doing out there, or how many levels you want of information, that again's all set up beforehand. So you only ask you what you want to ask. So if you don't want more thickness, you just don't have that in your thing to ask.
And there's our little pit.
Hey!
Join in the monitor.
Let's give Alan a clap.
Just like to summarise on 12D field, the beauty of it is the office is the field. The user has the previous model for a detailed survey. So if you're going out and picking up where did we finish the survey yesterday, you can see it on the screen, you can actually set out to that point, pick it up and then start surveying from there. So there's no overlaps, no manipulation once you get back to the office when you believe it's finished. Live positioning, as you saw, with my resume here on. In plan, perspective and section view, the views are all interactive. You can traverse, you can run templates, attributes, full details, and complete the survey in the field. It's developed. The nicest thing about a lot of 12D for all of us in this room here has been developed and instilled, the development has been instilled by people in this room. The equipment connection with 12D field is through industry standards with Bluetooth, radio, Wi-Fi. It's simple, it's easy to use, and there's a future towards it. One day we'll be just out in the field feeding somebody in the office, and that's where we're going. Thank you.